Hi everyone, this is the Seattle Ring Hunter and I'm down in Lacey, Washington. I just got a call from a gentleman by the name of Matthew yesterday. Matthew lost his wedding ring. So the situation was that this building behind me, a commercial building, was recently evacuated. The previous occupants have left, and Matthew and his father, he owns a sign business, and they were called out. They were the subcontractors called out to put this signage in right here. And they were back to the point where they'd already dug their holes, and they were at the point of backfilling the holes. And he said he went to go grab the handle of a tamper to tamp these holes down. And while he was going to do that, he thought about his wedding ring on his left hand, most likely. But at any rate, he said, I probably should do something about this ring before I lose it. And, you know, if these things go, next thing you know, he's throwing dirt and tamping or something around this area right in here. At any rate, he has sent me some pictures of where he was. We're going to clear out this area. He did actually say that he spent a little bit over an hour looking through this thick ivy. You can see with my boot here that the ivy is pretty thick. So with a metal detector, we're going to poke around in there and we're going to get his ring back for him. To work here, we'll probably find quite a little bit of trash. I noticed that a lot of times this ivy is almost like I liken it towards Velcro, because if you look across the street, you got all that parking lot space. The wind picks up and the trash just blows right into this stuff. You got the people walking. This was actually a Department of Licensing building previously, so they had a lot of customers coming and going all day long. And you know how it is in public, you know, trash just flies everywhere. They clean up the parking lots at night, but whatever else, and you get some wind and stuff. So you get a lot of debris and stuff in here. Gum wrappers, bottle caps, aluminum cans, and everything else you can think of. So I'm sure to pick up some trash in this process, but I'm also looking to grab his ring pretty quickly here. So come along. 22 right there. Let's go for it here. Oh man. As expected, we're gonna have a few of these. $25, got a aluminum can in here or something. And we do. Just looking for the sprinkler heads for maintenance.
Oh,
yeah, I wish.
I got one of them. I never used it yet.
Oh, okay. Have a good one. The other part of that makeup. All right, guys, we just called Matthew, got a little bit more clarification. I took a picture of this area, and you'll post that up right here so you can see it on the screen. Put some numbers out, and he verbalized what his recollection was. He's believing for the most part that he thought he felt it fall off his hand. It could have happened at any point, not 100% certain, but it's something go on. We're going to continue to search. And he was working here on this post a little bit. Then he started to exit out. It was on his left hand, kind of comes through this area, and he's going over this way for the tamp bar that was out in this area, I believe, or out at the truck. But he came out in that path. But when he was like pretty much down in this area here is what he's thinking mostly, is what he recalls maybe feeling something. Just a few minutes prior to that, he did mention that having this sense that he just lost his ring, and then seeing that it was gone. A few minutes prior to that, he actually remembers having the ring on his finger. So this is good information to go on. At least we still had a sighting of the ring here on site, and it had been missing, so we're sure it's out here. We just got to continue to work through this. And he believes that the holes were pretty much filled. We're hoping that it didn't get backfilled down too deep in those holes. So still an opportunity or an option, but we'll go ahead and continue on. That's tinfoil. Bottle cap and bottle. Oh, we got a screwdriver down here. Lovely. I'll get that out of here. Old screwdriver. Big old piece of metal. Hey, look what we got here, guys. Woohoo! We got a recovery. The gentleman's ring is coming back to him. There we go.
Hello?
Hey, Matthew, how you doing?
Good, how are you doing, Jeff?
All right, I'm still hanging in there. We're not quite done yet, but I just want you to I'm going to send you a quick picture and tell me if this lines up a little bit with what you recall of maybe the angle that you walked out of this area.
Okay.
Take a quick look. It might have just popped up over there.
You think it might have the metal, or?
Well, there's some different signals in there. I want you to look at this picture and tell me where my little plastic pole is with the white connector on the end of the PVC pipe, if that looks like the angle of maybe where you walked out of the ivy.
Let me take a look and see. Yeah, that looks pretty accurate to where we thought it fell.
Pretty accurate then, huh? All right. Why don't you take another look at this other angle here that I'm just sending you and see how this one looks if we get in there a little closer. Might take a second for it to come over.
Yep. You're a hero.
We got it for you, buddy.
Yeah, that's it. You're a hero.
Definitely your ring, and it was buried. It was not visual. The metal detector, the large one, did detect it from the surface, and then with that pinpointer, which is on the end of that stick there, I was able to dig around, and it was buried under a lot of the vines and stuff that are down there. So you would have been down there poking around for quite a bit longer too, potentially. You might have come across it or may not have. It was just so hard to find without a machine, obviously.
Oh yeah, I mean, we kept pulling brush back and forth. I mean, we didn't know what we were doing, so that's amazing.
Yeah, so we got it back for you, buddy. So it's going to be in safekeeping.
Awesome.
We'll work out a situation where we can get together and get that back to you. Hey guys, it's Seattle Ring Hunter, and today we meet up with Matthew. I actually located his ring, as you guys just watched, and he was out of the area. So why don't you just tell us real quickly a little bit about what you do and what happened that day?
Yeah, so I was out working for our sign business, installing some signs, and I unfortunately dropped my ring in some ivy, or maybe Pachysandra, not sure, but it was thick and difficult to find, and my dad and I spent 2 or 3 hours looking for it, and we said, let's try and hire a pro.
Oh, there you go. So then you guys just kind of went and found the ring finders on
Yep,
on
I found
the
ring
Google?
finders online, and they recommended you and Jeff, and so I contacted you, and you came out and saved the day. And it was a big deal.
Here you go, sir. I believe that's your ring there.
Awesome. I really appreciate it. My wife's going to be so happy.
We got another ring back. We're really excited about that. So if you got any thing that you've lost in the grass, the sand, or the water, scuba diving, or anything that's necessary, give me a call at 206-618-8194. And if you're outside of the area, go ahead and tell all your friends and anybody that's lost anything to go to the ringfinders.com. Over 350 people across the U.S. and a couple other countries. Find a local recovery specialist in your area to come help you guys out. And if you need any sign needs, just come to these guys right here. And Northwest Fine Arts and Printing. This is his family business and everything. These guys can help you out. They can do all sorts of stuff, I'm quite sure. So look them up. They're over here in the Kent, Washington area, serving the local area. So anyway, guys, until the next one, cheers.
Thank you.
If you've lost your ring or special item of value, please get in touch with me at the SeattleRingHunter.com as soon as possible so I can arrange to do a search for you.